Now, as the previous demo showed, we also need to be able to convert from one data type to another, and SQL gives us a couple of different ways that we can do this. One way is by using convert, and the big advantage to using convert is the fact that we can provide a format string. So if I'm going to be outputting this into string format, maybe converting from a date, then there's a format number that I can pass in that will tell SQL how I want that to be displayed. The link that's appearing on the slide will list off every single format number for you. Cast, however, doesn't accept a format option. As a slightly different syntax, you'll notice value as the data type that I want to convert it to. And personally, that's the one that I like. I really like the cast as opposed to the convert. I just think it reads a bit better. To take a look at those, if we come back and we do really the exact same demo that we saw a second ago, select, and I'm going to type it out longhand, although I really do prefer that concat. I love that. Little things in life make me happy. So if we say list price from production product, you'll notice again, error message. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to say cast my list price as nvarchar. Nvarchar in SQL is a string data type. It's something that we'll actually get to in another lesson where we'll talk about how to set up and design tables. But in a nutshell here, the var is going to be for variable length. The char is going to be for character. And then the n is going to be for, well, Unicode. It actually picks up the n from inside of Unicode. So when I say nvarchar, I'm saying that I want to convert the list price to a variable length Unicode character string. And let's again add in our where statement just to show that it's doing something where list price is greater than 0. Sure enough, it's now converting that to an nvarchar. And I can do the exact same thing here with convert, but again, the difference is going to be data type, comma, and then the data that I want to convert. And I get the exact same results. I think cast reads a little bit better. The problem with both cast and convert is that if they fail, we get an error message. And this can be especially troublesome when we're dealing with user input. So how do I just simply say, hey, look, give it a shot, and if it doesn't work, give me back a null value? This is where try parse and try convert come into play. Now, both of those are going to give me back a null if the conversion fails. The difference is that try convert will use convert behind the scenes. Try parse will use parse behind the scenes, which we mentioned a bit earlier. Parse is going to be a bit more flexible in how it's going to do its parsing. And again, parse is built for converting strings into numeric or into data types. So if we take a look at a real quick example here, if I said select, and let's just say parse, and we'll say 1/100, 2012, as date, you'll notice this is going to error out because it doesn't have the ability to handle that conversion. If I do a try parse here, you'll notice now it's going to give me back a null value. So it's a little bit friendlier and a little bit easier for me to build in a little bit of logic here. So I could also then go in and do some form of like a coalesce or a parse or otherwise on the result, and then print something out, maybe a default value instead, if I so desired, instead of that try parse there.